Hey guys, Kevin here. I just wanted to post a quick follow-up video in regard to the video that I posted last week. We posted a video about 7 ways to save on your auto insurance. And so just based on some of the responses I've gotten, I wanted to do a quick follow-up video kind of on the other side of it, which is 7 ways to potentially waste money on auto insurance. And I say potentially because some of this is not a one-size-fits-all. Some may make sense for your situation, some may not. And so just take these, look at your own situation, see what works best for you. So I've got a quick list right here. We're going to breeze through these. And I've also got some play money. And so as we go through these 7 ways, we're going to rip these up. And because I am too cheap to use real money to rip up. Maybe you are in that situation. I'm not. And so we'll use play money. So number 1 is one way that you can waste money is to let your auto insurance lapse. If you let your auto insurance lapse, that can produce a few problems for you. One is that you will have to pay a reinstatement fee of a maximum of $850 to the state DMV. Also as well, it can affect your insurance rates. If you have a lapse in insurance, some companies you'll be labeled ineligible to be covered again, and some companies it will bring your rate up. And so do whatever you can. Don't let your insurance lapse. If you're switching insurance companies, make sure that you have effective coverage before you cancel your old insurance. And so that's one right there. So we're going to rip this up right here. Number 2 is accidental death and dismemberment insurance. A lot of times this can be an add-on to your insurance as an accidental death. Now, in some cases, this is very, very cheap, very affordable, maybe by 30, 40, 50 cents a month. There are other cases to where it may not make sense. Like for instance, I quoted a 25-year-old guy the other day for $50,000 of accidental death and dismemberment. It would cost him about an extra $316 a year. Well, you know what, guys? With that money, he could have gotten a $500,000 normal life insurance policy, so 10 times the coverage, and it would cover any kind of death. And so, as a general rule, it's probably good to go ahead and not have the accidental death insurance. Go get an actual life insurance policy. A lot of times you can save money by doing that, and so we'll rip these up again. And so that's number 2. Number 3 is medical payments. A lot of times this is an add-on that you can add to your auto insurance. Now, let me preface this by sometimes this may make sense, and this is a way that this would make sense. If you have a high deductible health plan, that let's say if you had to go in the hospital, you would have to pay a high deductible before your insurance would cover. In that case, it may make sense to have this because it is relatively inexpensive. But if you have good health coverage with a relatively low deductible, you would probably be better off saving that money on your medical payments coverage and just let your health insurance take care of that. So again, depending on your situation, but we'll go ahead and rip this up as well. So that is number 3. Number 4 is buying a new vehicle and deciding on a new vehicle without researching insurance rates first. People do this all the time. They go and they have their heart set on this vehicle, and they go to the car lot. They go sign coverage there, and they're fixing to go and let their insurance company know, add to their policy, and they did not research how much that cost. You may be in for a sticker shock depending on the vehicle that you get. And so always do your research. Make sure that whenever you're getting another vehicle, see how much the insurance is going to be on that. Call your company before and make sure that. And so that can be a way. So we're going to rip that right here. So that was number 4. Number 5 is this. And this right here is a potential way that you could waste money. Now, this is not so much on your regular insurance, but let's say if you're going to rent a car, it's buying that insurance on a rental car. Before you do that, check with your insurance company, see if you already have existing coverage. If you rent a car, if you're covered, and also if you're paying for that through a credit card, you could have secondary coverage with your credit card. And so before you buy that rental coverage, talk to your insurance company, make sure it's covered, because you could be wasting money on that. So we'll rip that up. So that was number 5. Number 6 is this. And this is a little bit of overlap from the video last week, but you could waste money by over-insuring your old car. If you've got comprehensive collision coverage on that old car, you may be wasting money that could be best served by keeping in your pocket, putting it into a savings account, maybe saving up for a new car or saving up for repairs or whatever it is. And so make sure that it makes sense to have comprehensive and collision on that car. And so again, another way that you could waste money. So we'll rip this up. And this is our last. This is number 7 right here. And again, this is a little bit of overlap. One way that you could potentially waste money is that you never shop around for your auto insurance. Let's say you've been with a company for a long time and you have no earthly clue what rates are. You know you're happy with your company, and that's a good thing. I mean, if you're happy with your current auto insurance company, that's great, but you could be overpaying by hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year. I talk to people every day who I quote them with our different companies that we have, and sometimes we can get them coverage and better coverage for thousands of dollars less. And so by doing that, you could be wasting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and money that could go back in your pocket. And so don't waste money on your auto insurance. Periodically shop around. Again, another shameless plug, I am an independent agent. It's what we do. We shop around rates for people to find them the best coverage for the best rates. And so, guys, that is 7 ways that you could potentially waste money on your auto insurance. I would love to go and talk with you more about this. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or just message me or call me at 446-3984. All right, guys. Hope you have a great week. Thanks.